Hi, I'm John Liebman, founder and first baseman of ForBassPlayersOnly.com. At some point, you decided you wanted to learn bass, and I'm guessing you discovered, at the beginning anyway, that you suck at it. It's okay, Uncle John is here. Let's talk about it right now. With everything you know how to do, no matter what it is, there was a time when you were new at it and you sucked at it. I mean, how many things can you try and be great at the first time? Remember the first time you tried to ride a bike or learn to drive a car? What about a brain surgeon? Even for someone who's performed brain surgery 1,000 times, there had to have been a first time. Did he suck? I don't know. The good news is, nobody's going to die because you suck at playing bass. Are you tired of sucking? Do you want to get good at playing bass? Of course you do. Do you have realistic expectations that it's not going to happen overnight? Of course you do, right? One of the over 800 bass player interviews I did on ForBassPlayersOnly.com was with my old friend Andrew Gouche. Now, if you don't know Andrew, he's definitely someone you want to check out. He played with Prince, he played with Chaka Khan, Snoop Dogg, Billy Preston, Whitney Houston, The Temptations, Michael Jackson. I mean, he's the real deal. So I asked Andrew what advice he had for someone who wants to learn bass. He said, first of all, you have to love it. And when you love it, that's what'll keep you going through the times where you get discouraged. And then he said, you're going to go through a period where everything is hard and you're going to suck. That's just how it works. Everybody sucks when they first start out. But you've got to get past that, he says. Keep trying and keep pushing, and eventually things will start to come easier and easier. Now, deep down at some level, I think you already know that. But sometimes everyone needs a little encouragement. Someone to tell us, keep going, you can do it. But how are you going about it? What are you working on? If you've been to any of my clinics or master classes, you've probably heard me ask this question. When you pick up the bass, do you always play the same thing when you first start playing? Come on. If you don't think you are, ask your family, ask your friends, ask your neighbors. They'll tell you. Are you determined to learn all your scales and modes because you've heard people say that's what you're supposed to do? Do you know why you're learning your scales and modes? Do you know what you're supposed to do with all those notes in order to, make music out of them? If you're a member of the Bottom Line Club at ForBassPlayersOnly.com, you know the what and the why of all the things you do when you're learning bass. And better yet, you know the how. You're following a step-by-step path with specific action items targeting very definite milestones, and you're getting amazing results as a bass player. You've learned how to not suck. For the rest of you, I want to encourage you. Don't just practice. Find someone to show you what to practice and how to practice. Did you know you can practice all day long and still suck? Maybe you'll be able to play some scales and some cool licks, but that's not what people need from a bass player. The band needs a bass player who knows how to groove. Someone who locks in with the drummer, setting the foundation for the band. Someone who can make the music feel good. Someone who doesn't suck. Andrew also said, the beauty of this is that no matter what age you are, it's never too late to start. If we were all athletes, he says, our careers would be over now. But you could be 50 or 60 years old and start learning bass. And you know what? Those are the people coming to ForBassPlayersOnly.com. People in their 50s, 60s, 70s who've always wanted to play bass, but just never got very far with it. And now they're playing the styles they used to listen to growing up, like classic rock from the 60s and 70s, killer soul grooves, funk, R&B. And they all used to suck. But they stuck with it, and they got on the right path, and now they've added so much joy and fulfillment to their lives. And that's what I want for you. If you haven't downloaded my free PDF yet, I want you to do that right now. It's called 12 Surefire Tips to Make You a Better Bass Player. I compiled it from interviews I did with a phenomenal group of bass players, including Andrew Gouche, as a matter of fact. And it's chock full of useful and practical action items you can put to work right away with your bass playing. Again, it's totally free. Just click the link below this video and download it right now. 12 surefire tips to make you a better bass player. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And be sure to subscribe to the For Bass Players Only YouTube channel if you haven't already. There's so much helpful stuff right here for anyone who likes bass and who likes learning bass. That's all for now. I'll see you next week. I'm John Liebman. Let's play bass. And don't suck.